May 16 and May 26, a seasons-long road to reach these two dates culminated in this midweek's round of action in Europe. The Champions League and Europa League finals are set after this week, with a couple of familiar Spanish faces front and center of them, as well as the return of some old English and French faces. Jump on the home stretch on the road to Kiev and Lyon with this edition of 90 Minutes Top 5. 1. Minimum requirements. Matthias Hangst, Bongarts, Getty Images. The players of Real Madrid celebrate with the fans after the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg match between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The players of Real Madrid celebrate with the fans after the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg match between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Matthias Hangst, Bongarts, Getty Images. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't dominant, but for the fourth time in the last 5 years, Real Madrid are once again at the doorstep of another European crown. The Blancos survived and advanced once again by drawing with Bayern Munich 2-2 on Tuesday, to book a ticket to Kiev that was not such a certainty at several points throughout the semi-finals and the tournament as a whole. They did so, once again, without the presence of Cristiano Ronaldo on the scoresheet, as the Portuguese was uncharacteristically inactive in both legs. So how did they do it? They did it the exact same way it happened in the first leg: wastefulness, giveaways and resistance. Even at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid found themselves dominated by Bayern for most of the game on Tuesday. Two costly mistakes ended up salvaging Zinedine Zidane's side in the form of Karim Benzema's first goal and Sven Ulrich's inexplicable blunder. Bayern had every opportunity to, at least, force extra time in Madrid. But despite scoring twice, the amount of missed shots was astounding. Against a team like Real Madrid, who scored 4 goals and only 7 shots on goal across both games, such mistakes and misses do not go unpunished. Point 2. Lightning didn't strike twice. Julian Finney, Getty Images. Jordan Henderson and Adam Lallana of Liverpool celebrate after the full-time whistle during the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg. Jordan Henderson and Adam Lallana of Liverpool celebrate after the full-time whistle during the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg. Julian Finney, Getty Images. The clock finally struck midnight for the Champions League Cinderellas. Roma's bid for a second miracle at the Olimpico fell just short as Liverpool managed 2 away goals and some luck on their way to their first final since 2007, in front of another red-hot Rome crowd. The Giallorossi bowed out of the Champions League after another gladiator-like performance, coming ever so close to pulling off the impossible again. This time, however, Liverpool spoiled the party very early on with 2 goals in the first 9 minutes, courtesy of Sadio Mane and Jorginho Wijnaldum. Jurgen Klopp's side put the fear of God into the Italians by being fearless themselves, unlike Barcelona, taking advantage of Roma's initial impetus and reckless enthusiasm. Yet another second-half defensive collapse almost cost the Reds a semi-final they had wrapped up since having a 5-0 lead at Anfield. Huge kudos to Klopp for swimming the muddy Champions League waters to get to Kiev, but he better hope his team does not let one sliver room open for merciless Real Madrid come May 26.3. Lyon-bound Pierre-Philippe Marcou, AFP, Getty Images. Atletico Madrid's Spanish forward Diego Costa, L, celebrates a goal during the UEFA Europa League semi-final second leg. Atletico Madrid's Spanish forward Diego Costa, L, celebrates a goal during the UEFA Europa League semi-final second leg. Pierre-Philippe Marcou, AFP, Getty Images. The hopes and dreams of one last trophy for Arsene Wenger have evaporated into the Madrid night. Atletico Madrid upended Arsenal in the most Atletico Madrid way possible, holding on to a 1-0 lead to advance to the final in Lyon and effectively end Arsene Wenger's career with the Gunners. With Diego Simeone watching in the stands, the Colchoneros reached their 3rd European final in the last 5 seasons, and seek the 3rd Europa League title. The Spaniards will face Marseille, who survived a comeback bid from the valiant Salzburg thanks to an extra-time goal by Rolando. The French will try to win their first European trophy since the controversial 1993 European Cup final. Point 4. An endless quest. Matty Meyer, Getty Images. Lyon R. The Chicago Fire missed out on another player acquisition, this time right before the May 1st deadline, as New England Revolution playmaker and fire target Lyon landed in LAFC at the 11th hour in exchange for $700,000 in allocation money. Rodriguez has reiterated the team's need for a true creative midfielder since the off-season. They missed out on Colombian midfielder Juan Fernando Quintero, who ended up joining River Plate on loan from Porto, and now miss out on Win, marginalized from the Revolution squad all season. What's next? The secondary MLS transfer window does not open until July 10th, smack in the middle of the World Cup. Until then, Chicago will have to either hold on to what they have or keep an eye on contracts that are set to expire at the end of the current European season. Or perhaps Rodriguez will add elsewhere, as rumors of Iker Casillas and Fernando Torres continue to swirl. 5. Goal of the week. The Champions League semi-finals may have been highly entertaining affairs, but they did not quite produce greatness in terms of goals. So to make up for the absence of golazos, here is another look at Sven Ulrich's spectacular fail to gift Karim Benzema and Real Madrid their second goal of the afternoon. Kylian Mbappé and Christian Pulisic are among the top 98 players born since 1998, according to Italian newspaper Gazzetta dello Sport. Check out the top 25. Juan Pimiento's caption: relive the best of a weekend dominated by Barcelona, including clinching the La Liga title, Andres Iniesta's farewell from the club, the Chicago Fire's dramatic draw in Toronto, and the title race in Serie A. Live the best of a weekend dominated by Barcelona, including clinching the La Liga title, Andres Iniesta's farewell from the club, the Chicago Fire's dramatic draw in Toronto, and the title race in Serie A. Caption: take a look back at all the best of the week so far in the world of soccer, including Real Madrid's win over Bayern Munich, Liverpool's rout of Roma, Toronto FC's heartbreak in the CONCACAF Champions League and the Europa League semi-finals. Take a look back at all the best of the week so far in the world of soccer, including Real Madrid's win over Bayern Munich, Liverpool's rout of Roma, Toronto FC's heartbreak in the CONCACAF Champions League and the Europa League semi-finals. Caption: Chicago Fire defender Kevin Ellis talks about the upcoming visit to defending MLS Cup champions Toronto FC, the effect of last Saturday's win against New York Red Bulls and how it could help the team at BMO Field. Chicago Fire defender Kevin Ellis talks about the upcoming visit to defending MLS Cup champions Toronto FC, the effect of last Saturday's win against New York Red Bulls and how it could help the team at BMO Field. Caption: revisit a busty weekend around the world of soccer, including Arsene Wenger's announcement, the FA Cup semi-finals, the Chicago Fire's first road win in the hot Serie A title race. Revisit a busty weekend around the world of soccer, including Arsene Wenger's announcement, the FA Cup semi-finals, the Chicago Fire's first road win in the hot Serie A title race. Caption: relive the best of the week in the world of soccer, starting with Chivas defeating Toronto FC, Napoli cutting the gap on Juventus, Barcelona's controversial lineup and more. Relive the best of the week in the world of soccer, starting with Chivas defeating Toronto FC, Napoli cutting the gap on Juventus, Barcelona's controversial lineup and more. Contact Juan Sebastian Pimiento at gmail.com at Pimiento.